Alright, hello everybody, welcome to another video today. My name is Chris. So about 3 days ago at around, I believe, 10:14 Eastern's Daylight Savings Time, it was announced that Kohls, or rather Hudson's Bay and Sycamoore Partners are preparing bids to buy out Kohls. Now, obviously, this is not a great sign for the company, and I will explain after we read the article. Kohl shares jumped 17% Wednesday after reports said that another department store chain is mulling a buyout of a retailer. The Canadian department store chain Hudson's Bay is considering a bid, said Anoxis, which is based on its reporting conversations with multiple sources. Private equity firm Sycamoore Partners is also considering a bid for Kohls. XIO said, though it is unclear whether Sycamoore is serious. According to the report, Wall Street Journal, citing people familiar with the matter, later reported that Sycamoore and Kohls were planning bids priced at $60 per share, potentially valuing Kohls at more than 9 billion shares. Kohls closed at $63.11 on Wednesday. Kohls spokesperson said in an emailed statement, as previously disclosed, the board's engagement with potential bids is robust and ongoing. The board will measure potential bids against a compelling standalone plan and choose a path that it believes it maximizes shareholder value, she said. Hudson's Bay Company did not to respond to requests for comment. Sycamoore declined to comment. The rumors potential of suitors comes as Kohls has already said an offer from a Starboard-backed Arcadia Research. This just talks about shares and stuff. Kohl said last month that it has so far engaged more than 20 parties, including real estate-focused investors and strategic businesses. So we know that Hudson's Bay, that's their agenda, obviously. Without giving specific names, it said some of those entities who had entered into confidentially agreements with Kohls were invited to submit proposals. Also on Wednesday, Engine Capital sent a letter to the Kohls board saying that it was extremely disappointed with the long-term outlook provided at Kohls' recent investor day. Said that Kohls may end up rejecting any final offers for its business based on misguided and unrealistic conclusion that it undervalues Kohls. So I really hope, personally, that Kohls looks at these two private. Well, I mean, I guess you could consider, but Sycamoore Partners is a huge mistake if Kohls gets them because, they're just going to be run right into the ground. And obviously, you guys know what Hudson's Bay did to, I mean, you have to look no further than Lord & Taylor. This is a really bad idea for Kohls. I mean, I know Kohls is struggling. I'm not saying that they're not struggling, but a Hudson's Bay takeover would be terrible for the company. And, yeah, it's great for investors, but it's hurting the little guy, the people that are working there, and their careers are going to be on the line because they're going to be controlled by Hudson's Bay Company, and then Hudson's Bay could start selling off the stores, closing the stores. I mean, look at what happened when they got Lord & Taylor. I know they owned them for 10 years, but even then, they closed stores over that period of time, and then they sold them off to Latote. And that's my fear of what's going to happen with Kohls, is Kohls could very well follow the same path, be sold off to Latote, and then eventually shut down all their remaining locations. It would be really sad too, because I mean, Kohls is in a lot of places across America, but hopefully that won't happen. I'm really hoping that Kohls rejects Hudson's Bay Company, because we've seen Hudson's Bay not only close all the Lord & Taylor stores, we've seen them close. You guys just saw 3 weeks ago they closed a Saks off 5th in Canada, and then recently, this past week, they announced that their only full-line Saks Fifth Avenue department store would be closing in Hawaii. So I think a Hudson's Bay takeover would be an absolute disaster for the discount department store chain. Now I understand they're trying to phase out of the whole department store thing. Obviously they don't want to have the same fate as Sears and Kmart. I think a lot of people know that those two retailers' days are numbered at this point. We know that all that agenda, that was all Eddie Lampert, but Hudson's Bay is no better than Eddie Lampert. That's for sure. I just really hope that they reject both Hudson's Bay and Sycamoore Partners, because Sycamoore basically was responsible for sinking Belk into the condition that Belk is in today. And then obviously Hudson's Bay, Lord & Taylor and Saks. But I think it could be something, but I do think it would be a mistake for Kohls to even consider accepting a bid from Hudson's Bay Company, because again, we've seen what they've done to department stores. It's basically like the Sears model: close the stores, split them up, and then just, you know, make money off the real estate of the physical locations. And that's exactly my fear with what Hudson's Bay is going to do if they get control of all Kohl's locations across America. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. So anyways, guys, thank you again for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed this video, and that will be it.